Chairman, Institute of Engineers, Manipur State Center, who has presided over the inaugural section of tourist program. Respected Bhaswan Kumar Singh, Principal, Government Polytechnic College, Imphal, was the chief guest of tourist program. Engineer M.S. Raj, special guest, and also Engineer Jima Devnath, Vice President of Indian Building Congress, as well as former President of the Association of Engineers, and Dr. T.S. Subhash Chandra Singh, Honorary Secretary, Manipur State Center. Special speaker, Dr. T.S. Kiranbala Devi, Associate Professor, Manipur Institute of Technology. Very respected senior persons from the department, and also corporate members, committee members, faculties and students who are present in this technical session. In the inaugural session, you have already heard about the intention of this tourist program. Besides, the topic is retrofitting of structures. It is a very wide this range. Actually, it needs at least 3 days program for this discussion and training. However, since this is a beginning as joint program between Tripura and Manipur, associating Indian Building Congress, a professional body, and also the largest professional body, Institute of Engineers India, Manipur State Center, I believe that in future we will be able to conduct such type of program not only in this state, in other states of the Northeast also. So next, my contents of presentation is this one: concept of repair, administration and retrofitting of structure, retrofitting of buildings, retrofitting of bridges, some knowledge sharing on specific retrofitting of heritage building we have already done in our state at Tripura, and also the concluding remarks. This is a very large presentation. I will try to skip. This repairs you know. Sometimes we become ill, we go to doctor, and as per the necessity, influenza or whatever meeting, as well as basis, we do the thing. In our case also for the structure, as and when required, some best repairing, some best fostering, some this electrical side or mechanical side we do in this repair. So we do not interested for this one. Next. So it will be seen that repairing work carried out as above does not carry to strengthen the structure. It is only the first thing. Then comes the next. By the restoration. Restoration is something different from the repairs. When we do it if some this type of the repair is required, we restore it the strength of the members, the strength of the different members of the structure as its earlier position. So it is another kind of this repairing, and sometimes this strength may be increased also. Next. Now, today's topic, retrofitting. It is something different from the restoration or the repair. What we do in the retrofitting and what we mean by the retrofitting. By retrofitting, actually we mean to strengthen the structure, particularly to behave so that it can resist the earthquake forces, particularly in sometimes the earth pressure due to sliding, and otherwise there may be also other issues also. So by retrofitting, it is a very important issue. We constructed many structures long back, depending upon the availability of the codes at that time. But now the code has been revised and the structure has been aged enough. So it has become essential to retrofit those structures. We cannot leave out those things. So in that way, the topic is very important. What we do in the retrofitting, we do the diagnosis. What is the diagnosis part? It consists visual observation, analytic, code testing, laboratory testing, and all these things. And remedial research we do how we can take our activities considering the economical side and selection of the materials is also important part. Considering these two, we do the thing as earlier to strengthen the structure to behave properly during the art. This is the main intention. Next. So I will discuss this retrofitting very shortly. I will try to give a glimpse for the retrofitting of the buildings as well as for the bridges. So, retrofitting of the buildings. It will involve actions for upgrading the seismic resistance I have already discussed. The seismic view of the existing building is affected by the original structure inadequacies due to the aging. Maybe some of the structures we have constructed 50 years or 60 years. Due to the aging part or due to the poor performance of the maintenance, they require retrofitting to behave properly at the time of this earthquake. This is very important. And the complete replacement of the subbuilding is not impossible. As principle was mentioned, it is not possible to replace all the things because financial constraints are there. So we have to retrofitting. Next. So seismic retrofitting of the structural restoration, sometimes we see that 40 to 50% of this new constructions are required, but generally it does not exceed 25 to 30%. So it is always welcome if we can do after the service of the structure, maybe 70 years or like that. If we spend 20% money, 25% of the reconstruction money for its activity, which will give us service for another 100 years or 70 years. So it is always good. So that's why retrofitting is important, and these are the parts which are involved in the retrofitting process: modification of the roofs, upgrade of the strengthening of the fort, modification of the building plan, and sometimes strengthening of the walls and all these things by giving the seismic bands, the horizontal seismic bands or vertical seismic bands. All these things we do in the retrofitting process. You see, by the simple structures, all the things what you can do in the retrofitting for a building, I have mentioned here. Many things I have given. If you start from the right side, this seismic wall. Sometimes we do not give these seismic walls because this time we go for the flat culture has come in all the cities. In Shishor, many flats have been constructed. In Agartala city, every house is now becoming a flat. So this soft story, that is for the garage purpose, we leave it. But it is very interesting. We do not follow the structure. Despite our repeated this persuasion with the government as well as the society, we have failed. Honestly, I am confessing all these things. Our this engineer team was has already mentioned that government has given us various responsibilities to the Institution of Engineers or Indian Building Congress in this regard. And sometimes the Agartala Municipal Corporation has given the responsibility of peer review of the building to the Institution of Engineers. So, but we have failed. This type of the structure, without the proper designing, in our this Institution of Engineers, Manipur Center Chairman was mentioning that some four-story building during the earthquake of 2015 consulted this architect, but the views for the construction was not under the purview of this structural engineer. That is the main issue all over the Northeast, not only our Northeast, in the many states also. I will come there. I have visited Nepal. A team of the engineers from Institution of Engineers have visited Nepal after the 2015 earthquake. We have seen them, how the buildings have been put up there. We have given a report to our government also after the earthquake. So whatever our knowledge goes there, they are very much advanced to us. After the UNDP training and all these things taking over the part of the earthquake in the Asian countries, what they have done that for the building plan which are approved by the municipal corporation, they have to mention the name of this mason. They have conducted many mason training there. They have to mention the name of the mason there in the approved plan itself. And they have given a guideline there with the bearing capacity area wise. The bearing capacity is mostly known, maybe very up to the 3-story building. They have given a prescription that the column should not be more than this 4 meter spacing or 6 meter spacing, and what would be the dimension of the footing, what would be the nature of the footing, they have prescribed by the Urban Development Department of the Nepal. And we have come from there and we have given these issues to our government. So such type of the things are necessary. So here by a simple this diagram, I have tried to explain all the things which are necessary for a retrofitting of the building. Next. So why we are talking about the retrofitting? You see this picture is the architect name of the we all know all the engineers in the society and constructed will know it. Now there are four things. We are in the system five gradually. देखिए ये नॉर्थ ईस्ट always a small state except in Assam, and we are very poor state actually in comparison to other states. But God has given us this thing very beautiful, this desert forest and all these things. But what we will say about the earthquake, they have given us this dead minority. All the states are in the system. And this map will be updated by another this thing. So we are all in the red zone in the northeast. That's why we are in a very serious concern about construction in the coastal. This is a statistics developed by Professor I.E.I. in the year 2099. It was published in the 2000. Red line you only see in the northeast up till 2000. There are 200 earthquakes of magnitude 5.5 to 5.9, and there are 128 from the magnitude 6 to 6.9. There are mega earthquakes also. 15 earthquakes of the range 7 to 7.9, and more than 8 there are 4 earthquakes. And the return period you see, the return period is 4 months only. The return period is the only 4 months. There, at any time on these statistics, we may see that there may be earthquakes within a period of 4 months interval. From the knowledge only, that has been focused. And you see, only except the Andaman, where the return period is 8 months, other states are more than 1 year or all this thing. So we are in a very dangerous thing. And this is for the whole northeast. This earthquake map. This represents total this scenario of the northeast state. You see where and how many kinds of the earthquake we may suffer. First one is the Himalayan earthquake, and then causes in the year 1950 Assam earthquake, and then Bhutan earthquake in the year 2009, and again the sweeping up to 2011. Then Kobili Fault earthquake. You see Assam again faced in the year 1969 with the Richter scale of 7.4. Assam again 1947.2. Manipur, what you are telling, due to this Kobili Fault belt, 2016 or 3rd of January. So we are in a very serious position. And for the Shillong plateau also we have suffered 1897. And that was a mega earthquake of Richter scale 8.1. And Dhupri earthquake again 1930. Koringas very recently in the November month 2022 with a scale of 5.3. That shocked, I think Tripura was also shocked, Bengal region also shocked. And then Bengal Basin earthquake. This Shimongol, a part of the Sylhet district, 1918, Moyamsing 1923, Kumilla very recently in the month of December only. That was 5.5 Richter. And in Tripura full bed, 1950, again just after the Manipur earthquake, 1 year, 170, we have observed the kind of earthquake, right? And Manipur is very near to Burma. Indo-Burma region, 1988, is a magnitude of 7, 1960 again, with a Richter scale of 6.9, 2021, that was 6. So, these are the 6 categories of the earthquake we may face in the next future. So, we are in a very serious position. That's why, while we will construct our future construction, we should take all the precautionary measures in our future construction, as well as we have our responsibility to retrofit and send the message to the government as well as to our society that we should, as far as possible, retrofit our structures so that at least our life can be saved at the time of the art. Next. You see, this is a very simple one-story building, and with a column of 230 mm. At the time of the Bhuj earthquake in the year 2001, how it has been collapsed. And what was the fault? The stirrup in the Bhuj earthquake, what we have observed, we have also visited a Bhuj earthquake after that 2001. And we have seen that the stirrup has not been followed properly. And that is one of the conflicts for failure of this type of the structure. So this is one thing we are trying to send the message while we do all these things. You see, our this 413920 was published long back, this before the Bhuj earthquake. But we are not this started the practice to come into field. Only after the Bhuj earthquake, and we have started. So far, I remember in the year 2001, with the leadership of Professor Join and IIT Kanpur, there was a workshop of 7 days, and I attended that workshop also. And after that, this was started all over this zone 5 districts. So this is one side of the thing, one picture I have shown. Next, this is another Bhuj earthquake, total collapse. And why this is collapse? Due to the soil solution. So our this joint is very important. As our body, in the leg and the hand, the joint is very important. If it is breakdown, then very difficult. Either you have to retrofit with a rod or all these things. If you can retrofit it, it will serve for many years. But this type of the failure should not come. So this is very important. Next. Now, what are the important parts we have to take care of? This column joint formation and hinges of the structure and the superstructure we have to take care of. These are the main important points. Next, very quickly. This is the next. You see here the joint has been failed. So next, you see these are the things of the causes of the failure. Insufficient construction, inadequate construction, inadequate. We are running behind now you see steel company is now producing steel up to 600, FE 600. 500 the minimum है, 550 भी है. But in addition, they have now introduced the 500D and 550D also. So we are confusing what type of the steel we have to do. What is D? D means productivity. It is always good. But in the market, why do we go there? We will, the owner, the general owner, not the engineer, they will go for this FE 600. I always propose that you should not go with the FE 600. You please do with the FE 500D only. That is good. FE 500D is very good steel. You go for that. And we can go for up to 4-story, 5-story building, there is no issue. For the 2-story building, any kind of the steel you can use, mostly it will pass this chemical test and all these things. That is good. So, this is very important, this joint failure, how this is I have shown here. And how we should retrofit it. This key part is important. I think this special speaker from the MIT will be discussing on this issue because they are from the academic background, we are from the practical side. This is big demand, the capacity and demand versus capacity issue we have to find out for retrofitting. And this is a very tedious job. And how can we do it? Next, you see, we may follow these two processes, linear process and non-linear process. We may develop the model and we can evaluate the demand and this demand of this. So this is the simple process for this. And in the picture I have shown, here I have had about this thing. And how can we make it? Global and local. These two words are common. Global means for the whole building, once we go for the retrofitting, then we call it global. And once we have simple this joints or all this thing or a simple member, then we call it the local retrofitting. For the global retrofitting, adding stair wall, adding steel wall, adding bracing, adding wing wall, and all these things we do it. Or base isolation, it is very costly affairs. Whereas in the northeast, this base isolation has not yet been started. Only by Professor Dev of this IIT Guwahati for a simple building that is a model that has been developed and the Arunachal brothers has constructed that building. This space isolation has been created. And I am happy to inform you that in Tripura, the government has now constructed a 40-story building, and in that building, we have suggested for this space isolation. Work has started. We are doing it. It is of course a very costly item and technology and last time. And for the local, that's jacketing of beam, jacketing of column, jacketing of beam column, jacketing of individual put. Perhaps after the 2016 earthquake of year, some of the buildings at the Silchar also were affected. They are the flat type of the building. I, along with this at the time, Engineer Tinmurathan was this honorary secretary, I was the chairman. We made a joint program with the institution of Engineer Silchar with Professor Dr. Oshim Pal. We made a visit there, and many buildings have been executed by that team or the columns have been. So these are the issues where we have to give attention, and these are some of the systems. Now, I have already mentioned that if the cost is less than 50%, then we go by on the basis of the nature of the building. If it is a critical building, we go by what is the office or this facility type, it is less than 60% or up to the 50%. And if it is more than 50%, then we have to critical analysis only for the heritage building, then I will prescribe. Or the like hospital type of the building, we prescribe it for this activity. This is the prescription given by the National Disaster Management Authority, NDMA building, recent prescription by the So if the cost is more than 70%, then we propose for this reconstruction. Now, how this vulnerability starting for reconstruction of the building? Very quickly, I will try to finish it. Next. This is a building, our is SDRF building. That is the state disaster response force building. And many disaster management programs have been conducted there. Every state they have their SDRF building. In Manipur also, I believe there is SDRF building. Response force are there because disaster response force are there. And this building was constructed only in the year 2001. You see, the NDMA had given this job to PWD government of Tripura for identifying 15 numbers of the building and to assess this vulnerability of those structures, these 15 numbers. And this job was given to one of the organs of the institution of engineer staff training for the high ST. And in association with ST, our this Tripura State Center has job been done, and this is one of the buildings. I am very unhappy to inform you that out of all these 15 buildings, while we analyzed, none of the building was safe. None of the building was safe. So these are so serious position. We have constructed this building only in the year 2001. And while we analyze it, we have seen that are not being safe. So that is a very serious. Next. And next. This is the cycle. Next. Now we have made the condition assessment. What we have observed? We have observed that there are dampness, there are cracks both in the wall and also the column and the beams. Reinforcement are visible and after strengthening measures not done. Though building is fine, it is serving, office is there. So these are the preliminary observations we have made here. Next. This is the condition assessment where different kinds of the dampness and all these things. Now we go for this NDC. As I have already mentioned, what we do this ultrasonic pulse capacity, rebound test, and next the carbonation test for finding out this corrosion index, after electrical potential to determine the corrosion, four part is there to find out the density of the concrete, and profometer reverse test to detect the location of the rivers and also to find out the cover of the district. So all these tests we have done. Preliminary assessment, whatever we have seen, we have gone to the drawing, the geometric test, configuration test, and we have seen that few walls have not been provided as per the architectural requirement. The geometry of the district are not provided. So this is an issue. The fault starts from the basic planning activities. Many buildings we have constructed long back, but while we consulted the new version of this national building code, we see that that is not doing. Next. Now, for that purpose, taking all these things, we have done the analysis by the modeling. This modeling analysis has been done. These are the strength seismic loads we have considered on the basis of the I.E.I. 2016, taking all these parameters there. And we have seen that each of software we see the none of the wall, maybe in the vertical spaces or for the axial spaces or for the outplane, both in the transportation and the non-direction, that are all have been built. All have been built. Now, we have recommended for this thing that nothing have been observed during our this past earthquake, because we have made the earthquake 2017, we have observed one earthquake here, though this building was not affected in Tripura. So we have recommended the government for this retrofitting of the structure, and that has been done actually. Now how we have done? You see next. Preliminary exploiting design we have made with this mesh reinforcement for the wall, for vertical containment of the wall. We have proposed it and we have done it. And all the doors and windows, the opening part by special bend at a plate level, at a window seat level, and also at the part of this doors and windows, we have made it. Next. This is the technique that has been followed there. So after this, taking all these things, we have again analyzed it with this software, and we have seen that all are in same. So that is the cost was not mass. The cost was not mass. Only 14,000 per square meter we have spent there. But the building has been saved, and I believe that will spend another 50, 70 years. So this way we may help the government how this is very important issue we are making. This is the decking part, how decking part. This is the result after the post-retrofitting and all was safe. Next. And foundation footing I have also checked. No retrofitting we have seen that, but we have conducted and we have seen that we started at the this is the result of the self-pressure and third floor combination and so I already mentioned.
Session da holding ari ni tumila umtar na ko. Sikono
the present construction cost is more than 40,000. So this was very economical and we have paid. Now retrofitting of bridges. Up till now, this building, whatever I mentioned, we decided that it is very important we will do it. But I believe that this retrofitting of these bridges is more important than the buildings in the northeast region. We are in a very, very severe position. I am telling we are in a very, very severe position for the bridges. And how we are in a severe position, I am telling you. Why we should do it? Because the main tactile communication are continued by the bridges only. And most of the bridges, those have been constructed before 2000 AD, are not safe at the time of the disaster, whatever we have seen and whatever we observed by analyzing. You just did, I have already mentioned, so why it is important? Next. You see